Hi. Heidi, hi. It won't stand up. Oh, we seem very far away tonight, don't we? Is anybody there? Actually, I'll go out and then come back in because that's what happened last time, wasn't it? I couldn't see anybody. Hi, Susan. I can see now. Tonight, we're doing phone cases. It is messy, I'm not going to lie. I don't mind getting sticky, dirty hands and stuff everywhere, but, you know, I know not everybody likes that. So here's some that I've made. This is Alice in Wonderland wooden stamp area shapes. And all I've done is put a coat of resin over the top so they're shiny, and then added a few flowers, charms and things. These ones are the first ones that I made, and this one was some charms I got. They were buttons, and I just chopped the button bit off the back. And then my Nightmare Before Christmas one, it's the iPad case. So hi Brian, hi Amanda, hi. It's ever so nice to see you. I want to put them over there so they don't fall on us. And this one, this is my phone case here. And this here is, they're called blind boxes, and loads of kids and gamers and things collect different ones. And this is called Skull Panda, and I love them. Absolutely love these creepy little dolls. And mine is really chunky. Chunky. But I've got the little handle on as well. So it does make it a bit easier to carry. Anyway, I love them. And I have been asked loads and loads of times to show how we make them. So I've got the phone case. This is for an iPhone 14. And these charms, you can get them off loads of places. They're just roses and bows and butterflies and like pearly things. So you can get them everywhere, and sparkly bits. And I've got some glitter. Now the glue is silicone glue, right? You can get something called Decadent cream. And it's a silicone based coloured cream already, but it's really hard to get in the UK. 2, it takes a week to dry, and 3, it's not easy to get. It's quite expensive. So I just use normal silicone glue, and I add colour to it, because as crafters we do have a lot of powdered paint and things, and I use hair bubbles for everything to hold everything shut. And these things, I got them from a charity shop, but they're cool. So what I've done is I've squeezed the silicone into the bag, and it's dried in places. I put it in last night. So I mean, it dries pretty quick, silicone, when you think about it. Where's me stuff? It is messy, I will say that. When you're mixing it up, it is messy. So if you don't like messy hands and things, maybe it's not a craft for you, but it is something cool to try. And if you've got silicone under your sink of any jobs that you've done, then we're hey. Now I have got some white already made up, because we're going to make it a white background, and then we're going to pipe the colour. Now I've already got blue made up as well, which I'm going to use. I did them earlier because, but now I'm thinking, all your powders that you've got, the likes of the Cosmic Shimmer, Pixie, is it Pixie powder? Yeah, Pixie powder, that works. The Indigo Blue Luscious Pigment inks. We're going to try this one. It is a blue as well. This one's your Infusions. I've not tried it yet, so we're going to try it now. And to be honest, I don't think you'll need much. You've got to get it in the bag. It's easier when you're not mixing it up, like mixing the colour later on, because really you don't want any of the hard bits of silicone mixing in with it. Oh, I'll get that out. It's dried on. Like I say, it isn't a not messy job, but it's very, very cool. And this is the same way as I made the little cakes and things. I'm just piping them in. I mean, they're little key rings, so they're good for Christmas presents and stuff. Oh, let's go. I'll put some in. Actually, I think this one, oh, violet. This one's violet. So you won't need much at all. But then it's mixing the silicone in. So nip the end. You want no air in it, ideally. And we're going to colour it like this. And this one's not really working. So I think it needs to be a more ground pigment. I think that's going to look quite cool anyway. It's going to look like it's got bits in. You know, hi, Maureen. That's mixing a little bit. I think it's going to take a bit of effort. So nip the end so it doesn't go all over. Like I say, it really is a messy job. I love it. The messier the better for me. So have you had a nice day anyway? I'm going to put some different in. See if I can find some purple to go in with it. I think it'll look quite nice. So the infusions don't mix that great with the silicone. But I'll show you these ones. Which is the Luscious. And it's called Ultraviolet, this one. I think it might look quite cool in with the... Oh, it's a bit much. You don't need that much. I might actually use the Ultraviolet after all. How is everybody anyway? Yes, tell me about your day. Well, I mix this. This is nice. I think we're going to use this one instead of the blue. Because we've got the blue and purple glitter there as well. So mica-based ones are lovely. And you can use white silicone as well. Which I haven't tested yet. Well, I hadn't tested until today. And this is what I did. I mixed 2 bits together. And it's drying on quite nicely. So, although it's cracked a bit. That might be something. It might be better just with the clear silicone. I say, I'm still learning. I'm not an expert at all things. I just like to play. Oh, no. That is horrible. Nightmarish. Right. So to start off with the phone cases, what you need to do is you need to get a nail file and file off so it's not as shiny. And then make sure that the surface is totally clean. So rub an alcohol and then just wipe it off and that'll help it stick, basically. So now we've got the cream and the glue and we've got a clean case. This is what we're going to do. So this is the white, and to mix up the white I just used a white pigment as well. Oh, nice. Oh, Amanda, I can't wait to see. So with this one, it's just like using a texture paste. Get it on. You do need piping bags, and I use the plastic ones. Now, I know that we like to not use plastic for a lot of things, but for this, cleaning out a silicone bag is not the best look. Oh, nearly dropped something. Right. See, messy. I'm not bothered about it, but I know there's so many people out there that really don't like getting sticky hands. And then, obviously, just taking the normal craft tools. And it's like icing on a cake. And keeping it neat. So, either use the earbuds, the Q-tip type things, or your finger to rub around the edge. Or you can actually mask it off with masking tape as well if you want to. And this is just the first layer. So this is like your white canvas. I do have to say though, it is working out to be quite an expensive hobby, this. So really, I would say silicone and just get what you need to make whatever you need them for. So find out the phone thing. I mean, I'm making them for a fee. So I have been selling them a bit to fund the habit. But if you don't like getting messy, it might not be something you want to jump in and get everything for straight away. And just like that. Again, it doesn't have to be smooth. If you do need to touch it though, with your fingers to smooth anything out, put some alcohol on your fingers and it stops it sticking. So just spray some of the rubbing alcohol. And it's just like hand sanitizer, but it's just the rubbing alcohol. Yeah, there you are, Amanda. Silicone. It's the charms and things that start to get expensive, to be honest. That's what makes it expensive. And the amount of pigment you use as well. So the phone cases and things aren't too bad. If you do need to smooth it out, just spray some on your fingers. I'm just getting some on the side there. And that smoothens it off. I don't mind that, actually. Smooth it off around the edges, though. If you get any on that you don't want on anyway, take it off before it dries. Because once it's on, it's on. I mean, I haven't managed to break mine yet. And I literally drag it everywhere. There we are. So that's the first bit done. Next, we're going to do some piping. And I am going to use the ultraviolet because these charms here, I've actually got a hint of purple in. So this is where your piping skills come in. I've gone down a right rabbit hole with my piping skills. I've learned so much from when I first started. So I find a nozzle I like. I've got loads now. I'm thinking this one. So with your silicone, what I suggest you do is you get a second bag. Take that dry bit off the end. Like that. And second bag. And pop your end on. Then get your second piping bag and put it inside a piping bag as well. Also helps it stop some drying out as much as well. So is everybody going to be making phone cases over the weekend? Or you're not sure yet? See how this one turns out. So again, just if you've ever iced a cake, then you'll be a pro at this. If not, all I'm going to do is I'm going to make a swirly pattern all around. Oh, I've got a dry bit there. Any mistakes can be hidden with a charm. Don't worry about it at all. Like that bit there was a hard bit in it. Again, don't worry about it because all mistakes can be hidden. Yeah, Amanda, not for this, I wouldn't. I honestly wouldn't. You end up wasting more if you can't nip the end off. And it's a nightmare if it escapes. I mean, try it. It might be different for you, but I like this with the bits of pigment in that haven't... Oh, got a bit. There we go. But any mistakes can be hidden. I do want to stress that. This one with the purple and the blue. So we're going to have some glitter on. Oh, I thought you were making them for us. No. As much as I love yous, no. I've had enough. I've made my sister one for Halloween. I've made my other sister one. I've done the iPad. And I've been making ones like they're going out of fashion. And this one could be for... It's quite Arabian Nights colours, isn't it? Or what's it called? Aurora. Night sky. Oh, make a good Aladdin one, you know, on the flying carpet. These are Tony's glitters, the Stamps by Me glitters, which I'm just absolutely in love with. 100%. And this is the fun bit. This here, around the edge, it looks a bit bare. So what I would do is I would glue on afterwards some little silver balls or little gems or something. I've got some gems here. I'll start them because them bits take a little bit longer. But we've got these gorgeous butterflies. I've got this here, which actually I'm going to put in the middle. And then what I'll do, because the butterfly is see-through, I'll use a little bit white into the middle of it. Like that. And then I'll pop a butterfly on. And it's going to be quite elegant, this one, I think. And then these roses. These glow under the UV light. These do. And then we'll have a rose here, which hides that bit there that came out in a lump. This little petally thing here. These are beads as well. Beads are really good for it. Oh, we could have a big white rose down here, and it kind of evens it up a little bit. And then we could have that one there. Because again, once it's stuck, it's really, really stuck. Where do you think? I might not have the blue ones on, actually. I don't know where to put it. This is the hardest part, the decorating. Actually, I might have one here. There. And do you think we need the blue ones on? I have got little flowers as well, and tiny little blue ones. Tiny, teeny, tiny little roses, blue roses, which I was thinking for around the as well. And they're like little shiny roses. Tweezers are really handy for this as well. These are absolutely minute, tiny, tiny little roses. They're so cute. You'll probably not be able to see them. Fairy size roses. Oh, catch them. Catch them, catch them. So the little glittery roses, which I think will just, when you look closely at anything, you see so much more detail and shine. No, not the blue roses. I've got a heart, a shiny heart we could put on. I've got a bow, actually. I think we'll have the bow there. And then maybe there's even another butterfly there, and it sort of keeps the pattern. Yeah, actually, I think I will. Then they can be crossing, can't they? And then I've got these little black flowers, which I'm not going to put on. I think I'll stick with the tiny roses and some of the pearl hearts, so it matches the pearl. It's not a time-consuming. It's more the mixing and tidy up after. But I love it. I really, really love it. I find it so fun. And like I say, they're not as bulky as you would think. They're still, I mean, even that one of mine with the big doll on, it still fits in my pocket. And I can still hold it quite easy. Yeah, on there. And then, maybe silver balls. You see my little tubs, the bottles. I'll pick anything up that's a bit weird. Have some little silver disco balls on. These little balls are from Jules, my friend. You'll have seen some of the stuff I've done with hers. These little balls are off her website, Artful Days. And I love them. They do them in gold as well. Whoop, have that one there then. And that one there. My tweezers are sticky. Who wants to make one? Who's thinking that they want to make a phone case now? And with this silicone, it pretty much takes about 24 hours to dry. You just leave it somewhere out the way. And it's done. It's amazing what you can do, isn't it? I love getting mucky as well. You can't beat some messy crafting. I'm happy when I'm covered in ink. We have been planning so much for next year over this last week or two. I'm so excited for Thirsty Brush this next year. 2023 is going to be epic. But you cannot believe how messy I have been. Right. Now, your camera bit, you ideally do not want any silicone coming out of it. So you can just rub your finger along and get any bits off. because that's one of the main things I was thinking about getting them made, was the camera. And I just thought, I don't want to not be able to use my camera properly. So just make sure, just rub your finger around. It doesn't spoil anything. It just makes sure you can still see. And I've got these diamante things, and I've got the roses. And the glue I use to stick is this one. Ooh, B7000. And I mean, it sticks. It really sticks. I've got one here. This is one of the first ones I did to test everything. It's my old phone case. This is what I used to have this on. But it really sticks them. They're the balls. They've stayed on better than this. Which, I mean, I've rubbed off. These were just empty watercolour pastes. It didn't have watercolour in. They were just empty tubs. But this glue is also stuck to there. Well, if you put the glue on, put a little bit on the time, because it doesn't take long to dry. And make sure you always put the lid back on this, because it does not stick. Like, you kind of get it unstuck. It's fab, isn't it? To be honest, I was thinking for the phone cases and things, I was thinking, like, would it actually stick? Because it's something that you handle all the time. Oh, got some blue diamonds going on. Bigger ones, obviously, at the start of it. Just a couple. We're not going to put loads on because I want to put some roses on as well. I've got a couple of little shiny ones here. Just to pop on. It's all going to sparkle and shine. And then get some roses out. I don't want to get them all over. Oh, they come out so fast. I'm so precious with them because they're not cheap at all. And when you use quite a few of them, whoop, stuck it on top of my diamond, put the diamond back there. I mean, you can use anything at all. If buttons, like I say, I've used buttons and all sorts. Just chop the back of the buttons off. Oh, kind of get it in the hole. Have that one there. And this is the bit I like, you know, this sticky bit. I like the concentration. I love a good faff. Oh. There we go. It's staying now. It's going to be so pretty. I don't know anybody with an iPhone 14 either. I'm sure somebody will get one before long. One of my sisters, they have to have all the new phones that come out. And that one there. And that one. This is riveting, isn't it? Me and that one and that one. I go into monotone as well. So if you do make any, feel free to pop them on Emma's Happy Place, the Facebook group. I'd love to see. Pick these ones up. I mean, they're teeny tiny. I don't even know if you can see what I'm putting on. Nearly round. But this is what I get lost in at those stupid o'clock in the morning. And then I kind of get up in the morning. I've also made hair clips. See if I can find the one with a hair clip on. There, is it? I've got a one with a hair clip attached to the end, holding it shut. Yeah. So you can get like little hair clips as well, and I've glued them onto there with the silicone. Obviously they're dry, they won't stick in anybody's hair. There's loads of stuff you can do with that. I've done pencil cases. You name it. I've stuck something to it if it's still long enough. Can you remember the game of Operation? That's what this is like, getting it in. I love it. There, got the 2 diamonds at the end. I'll lift it up and show you. There we go. How pretty is that? And nobody else is going to have the same one. Ever. Hello, Helen, we're nearly done. Oh, stuck my finger in it. The good thing about silicone as well, it gets the skin on quite quick. Obviously, if you're a child, you need, like, if a child comes back and watches this later on, you do need a parent to help you. It's silicone. But you actually need a parent to probably buy it for you, because you probably haven't got a clue what silicone is. But there you go, there's your warning. And just in case anybody doesn't know who I am, you know, I keep forgetting to do this bit. I am Emma. I have been on Crafty Telly for about 4 years now, 3.5, 4 years. And I am Thirsty Brush. And yeah. And everything I do is a little bit quirky, a little bit fun, and a little bit messy. But thank you very much for keeping me company. The winner of the giveaway I was doing last week is Sheena Smith. So if you can either message us on Facebook or email Stamps by Me, and they will pass on your address to me, that would be awesome. But other than that, I will be back next week with something else messy, probably, because that seems to be the theme, Thursday, Messy Thursdays. And I will be on the Thirsty Brush Facebook page on Tuesday at 8 p.m, where we will probably be working on these books again. And I did actually, if you were there last night, I did put up a little hand-drawn step-by-step guide on how to make it. I hope it helped, because I think I just complicated things altogether, really, to be honest, talking about it. But hopefully it makes more sense once you watch back. And I will see you all next week. Have a lovely weekend. Be good. And thank you very much for keeping me company. Good night. If I can get it off, I don't know how still. I'm not very good on my with technology. There we are. Night.